Hey everybody, this is Daniel with Bothersome Truth, and I just want to do a quick video about the Shaun King story that is getting a lot of headway. He did a story about just recently, I'll link it in the comments, in the description, where he says basically he doesn't trust anything that the police say immediately after a shooting. And I read the article, I enjoyed it. You know, he works in Atlanta for the New York Daily News. I'm glad he does it. Keep doing your thing, I like it. What I find funny is the two groups that I think about when I read that article. I think about group number one, the people who go, wait, what? Wait, are you're saying you don't trust police testimony after a shooting? And they think that that's an affront and an attack on blue lives. The second group is the group like me that says, of course we don't. Like, no, we don't trust anything they say right after a shooting. Like, we don't always trust what they say after an investigation because we want to see the results of the investigation and we want to see the methodology, the steps taken to ensure that it was done properly. So I want to touch on that because I think this needs to be fleshed out for a bit, that there is, you may be one who trusts what the police say in the aftermath of a shooting. And Shaun's article goes into several examples, including Tamir Rice, where they say, no, I can't do that. Or Walter Scott, where you see video of them trying to plant like a taser on him. But if it weren't for the video, the police officer would be believed. And so he gives all these examples. And so when I think about this, I think to myself, like, the reality is there's a lot of us who just don't trust what the police say right after a shooting, and there's a good number of people who do, and you think that it's, you know, there's nothing to be worried about. And I think stories like this, to be honest, show us that America is different for different people. Like, I'll just get honest for a second. Like, I respect police officers, various ones. I respect what they do, but they do scare me. Like, when I see a police car, it don't matter if I'm going 5 under or 10 under. Like, I get nervous. And I don't get nervous because, like, I have a criminal record, because I don't. I don't get nervous because I'm hiding something, because I'm not. I get nervous because I feel like none of the facts matter because of my skin color. That when a police officer walks up and sees that I'm black, conscious or unconscious to him, there are thoughts flooding his or her head that affect how they treat me that would not be in their head if they were dealing with somebody of a different skin tone. And again, I don't even think they're aware of these things sometimes. I think it was Harvard did what's called an implied association test. And they would flash colors, different people's race, colors on the screen, and then ask them to see, what do you associate with these skin colors? They found that people had negative associations with people of darker skin tone, even black people. There's been training that's been done with police. I had a friend tell me about it at a place that they worked, where they did training with police officers as far as race, and they saw that the police didn't have a positive view of black people. And so these are just anecdotes, but the anecdotes are to speak to something that I experienced personally, and that many others do, that some of us fear the police, but we just don't have a trust for the police because we've been burned too many times. And so I think for a lot of us, when we see this Shaun King article, we're not looking at this like, really? Like, we learned something? Is this shocking? We look at it like, of course. And I think it's fascinating to me how many people look at this and they don't think, of course, that they are blown away. They are shocked, and they genuinely don't understand how there could be a group of people who don't trust what the police say after an investigation, or who don't trust the police at all. And so now it's your turn. I'd like to know what you think. Like, did you read the article? If you read it, what do you think after you read it? Because, y'all, look, this is a conversation. I start the conversation with my video, and then you pick it up in the comments and in social media. But we got to have the conversation when we read the articles and go through the information and then have an informed opinion about it. So I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. Like, what do you think about this? If you're a black person, if you're not a black person, if you're not a minority, what do you think about this? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I will put that link in the description. It's been Daniel with Bothersome Truth. Have a good day.